It's the NFL on EA Sports, and tonight's clash of conferences is just moments away. It's the Titans and the Rams, and it comes your way next on Madden Football.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Tennessee Titans and the Los Angeles Rams. Alongside, as always, my partner Charles Davis and CD. In the few moments here before kickoff, let's give these folks at home a look at these two offenses by the numbers. What stands out to you?
Brandon, I just continue to be amazed by the analytics of the game, and it's an area where I continue to concentrate and study because I'm still trying to figure out how coaches and coordinators can really crunch the numbers and find where exactly on the field the defense is vulnerable. It's the game within the game. And if you really dive into it, it can be endlessly fascinating.
SoFi Stadium. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. Quarterback Matthew Stafford bringing out the LA offense. And Stafford, of course, all those years in Detroit, and now in his first season with Los Angeles.
And what big news it was back in January when news leaked out that Matthew Stafford was leaving Detroit and heading out west to join the Los Angeles Rams. The Rams are hoping he's the missing piece to the puzzle as they seek a Super Bowl title. Over 45,000 yards passing as a Lion, but not a single playoff victory in his entire tenure. The Rams general manager has said he can envision Stafford staying 5 to 8 years, which would take him into his 40s.
Now a play fake at Stafford. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 23 yards, the final tally.
And a good grab there by Cooper Kupp. Picks up a first down for the Rams. And Kupp's gone over the 90 reception mark each of the last 2 years. One of the best route runners, one of the most precise route runners in the NFL. He's really going to help his new quarterback, Matthew Stafford.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Stafford popping this forward. It's a jet sweep. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
They'll run. This is Darrell Henderson pushing forward for 3 up to the 48. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, and defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Now Stafford. Man open, it's Kupp. He's got it. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
That throw's not going to get them a whole lot, but that really didn't matter, did it? They got what they needed on that throw. Picked up the first down, and I'm going cliche here. Game of inches, partner.
Absolutely. Well, and you talked to me a lot about opening drives, how key those are to set the tone. You kept the drive alive. Third down conversion here is big. Stafford's throw, it's complete into the hands of Higbee. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
Henderson now on 1st and 10. And he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage with a penalty flag down. This might push him back further. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Stafford now to throw. Throw right side, going to be caught by Higbee. They get 14 yards, but not enough for the first down due to the previous penalty. And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far on the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
Coming up on a 2nd and 6. To the air again, Stafford. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown. Deshaun Jackson there to make the grab. And the Rams take it right down and score on the opening drive. Well, that's how they envisioned it. Get the football to start the game and score.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
Matt Gay on for the extra point. It's up, it's good, and the Rams take a 7-0 lead. So that drives 7 plays in length, and it winds up with a touchdown for Los Angeles. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. Johnson won't return this, and the football will come out to the 25. Out come the Titans for their first possession, led by Ryan Tannehill in his 10th NFL season and 3rd with Tennessee.
And the former Miami Dolphin had a career renaissance in 2019 with Tennessee and carried it over into 2020. A career-high 32 touchdowns, just 7 interceptions, and those were the fewest he'd thrown in a full season. And speaking of full seasons, he played all 16 games for the first time since 2015. He's got to be excited about 2021.
Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know, you know better than I, he has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels. Because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards on that play for the Titans.
And Derrick Henry with the ball in his hands, what a sight to behold, because power and speed involved in every touch for him. Coming off another spectacular season with the Titans, he became the first since LaDainian Tomlinson in 2006 and 2007 to win 2 straight rushing titles, and he did it with style too. Just the 8th man to top 2,000 yards and the first since Adrian Peterson in 2012. He has his sights set on another 2,000-yard season.
A first down carry for Henry, and he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. On the stop was Aaron Donald.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
On 2nd down, here's Henry. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down? Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Tannehill on 3rd down. He's got his tight end, Anthony Ferkser. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 43. Now a handoff to Henry, and he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Now it's Tannehill. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll slide to a halt here. Still a little shy of the first down marker. They give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Off the option, here's Henry. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
A gain of 4 yards. First down, Titans.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now, Titans in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Derrick Henry. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Now a 2nd down and 6.
To throw is Tannehill.
Man open, here is Jones. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
And that's a nice job of working his way open down in the red zone. Looked that one in and then made a beeline for the pylon. He didn't quite get there, and you want to give him a little extra for the effort. But instead, he sets his guys up in excellent shape with a 1st and goal.
First and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. Henry will take this into the end zone for a Titans touchdown. Well, I think Josh Norman can sympathize. He knows a little something about a run like this from Derrick Henry. I mean, that stiff arm might be the best in the business.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. And we'll see that Josh Norman play forever and ever, won't we? Because at Derrick Henry's size, 6'3", nearly 250, you know he's not shying away from contact. And here he just kept the defender at arm's length as he barreled his way into the end zone. I mean, just put that arm into the chest. And there he goes.
On for the point after is Randy Bullock. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And Derrick Henry able to finish it off with a touchdown run. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. So the Rams coming back onto the field, their 2nd drive of the game. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. They'll run with Henderson here to begin the drive. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. Throwing is Stafford. And the pressure gets to him and brings him down. Stafford is sacked. Bud Dupree. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him.
And just 19 sacks as a team last year, the 3rd lowest in the NFL. Yet this team still made the playoffs. With better pass rush as we just saw there, this team could have a longer stay as they seek a Super Bowl title.
So now Stafford and the Rams, after the sack, they're staring up at a 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. It got his man complete. And he's going to have a Rams 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, he's been doing this for more than a decade now, showing that he's still got that arm strength from back when he was the #1 overall pick.
Well, one way or the other, you knew they'd have to push the ball downfield on 3rd and long. But I'm not sure the defense was expecting to push it that far downfield. Their math didn't add up, but it certainly did for the offense.
And the final number on that throw, boy, it traveled an even 69 yards. Play action. Stafford. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
2nd and 10. Out of the gun, they give to Henderson. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle. That's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
Got an extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for 3rd down. From the gun, here's Stafford. That's complete to his tight end, Higbee. And he is going to have a Rams 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a 1st down.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the red zone now, Stafford. And it's caught. Touchdown, Rams. Robert Woods on the touchdown throw from Matthew Stafford. And the Rams have taken the lead.
When you give up a long touchdown drive, you're looking for a silver lining. In this case, it's the fact that your offense had a chance to rest, and now they can come out and feel charged up and ready to go.
Here's Gay now to add the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So that lines up a 7-play drive all told. And the result for the Rams, a touchdown. Touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. Johnson won't return this, and the football will come out to the 25. The Titans coming back onto the field for their 2nd drive. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. Tannehill with a play fake to Henry. He'll throw instead. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage.
A.J. Brown is starting to get a well-deserved reputation as one of the top-flight receivers in the NFL. Went over 1,000 yards in his first 2 years. Makes another strong catch there.
The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. Here's Tannehill. This is caught. It's Brown. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter. 14-7. A reminder coming up in a couple of minutes' time. We'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman, the coach in our EA Sports studios. They'll have a look back at the next-gen stats from this first half of action.
His throw incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Tannehill throwing again. And this will be incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because any incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Tannehill now to throw.
And this pass broken up. And the contact well-timed there. And now 4th down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
On 4th down, here's Brett Kern to punt the football away. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that.
It seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and of course, foot dragging.
Little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
To throw again on 2nd down. Stafford. Jackson's got it over the middle. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
Deshaun Jackson is now with his 4th franchise in his 14th NFL season, but this one, a homecoming a little bit. He grew up in Long Beach, so playing for the Rams seems like a natural. Picks up a 1st down with that catch there.
Now a 1st down throw. Stafford. And his throw is incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Now it's Stafford. And that's going to be incomplete. Cooper Kupp was his intended target. But now it'll be 3rd down. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different no matter what you do in practice. You can't simulate it, right? So your decision making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
On 3rd down, here's Henderson. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. Back deep, Chester Rogers. A good kick, 49 yards, just 3 on the return. And it'll be Titan football. The Titans going to go back on offense here late in this first half. And with just under a minute to go, they might try to think about mounting a drive here if they can and get in the end zone to potentially tie this game up.
On 1st and 10, Tannehill. Got him in. It's Brown. Touchdown, Titans. A.J. Brown, 71 yards.
And the Titans are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Boy, A.J. Brown, I mean, one of the best in the NFL with the ball in his hands, and there's another example why.
And I think this is what the early proponents of the forward pass were thinking about. Get it to a receiver and have him do some work afterwards in order to create the big play we just saw there.
Here's Bullock now for the extra point. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. Well, the offense wasn't out there for a long time, but they were out there for a good time. One play, and they're able to hit pay dirt. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
This fielded right at the goal line. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team. Now the Rams going to take over late in this first half. And with 40 seconds to go, that's, you'd think, time enough to try to mount a drive should they decide to do so. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Here's Stafford. And his pass incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Back to throw, Stafford. And Woods has it complete. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. The final shot before the break, Stafford. Right side caught by Jackson.
And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first.
So we've hit halftime all even at 14 apiece.
As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, right, Brandon. Thanks very much. And welcome in, everyone, to this slimmed-down version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. First, though, let's run through the next-gen stats for the Titans in that first half. And they didn't get a whole lot done in the rushing department in those first 2 quarters. They probably feel pretty lucky to be tied here at halftime. Meanwhile, for the Rams, here's a look at their numbers throwing the football in what was a very even first half.
Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far.
was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard.
And we will not see a return to start the half, as this will be a touchback. A.J. Brown and the Titans getting the ball back here.
Good day for him so far here in the third quarter. He's hit pay dirt once, over 100 yards, but hey, it's the third quarter. He's thinking, I want more, right?
He wants more, and it just increases the confidence of his team because every play he makes, that means his quarterback is really feeling good about throwing the football. Probably feels like he can't throw an incomplete pass when he throws it to him right now.
Yeah, he's looked really, really sharp.
Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10
at their own 25-yard line.
He'll start with a give to Henry.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
I feel like I can see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Let's go. 6 yards left on 2nd down.
Back to throw, Tannehill. Under pressure, and he's going to go down. Tannehill sacked. Aaron Donald with a sack.
13.5 sacks in 2020, which tied for 2nd in the NFL behind T.J. Watt of Pittsburgh. We're getting to that territory where we're starting to take this man for granted. Defensive Player of the Year, 3 out of the last 4 seasons in the NFL.
So 3rd and long after the sack. Tough task for Tannehill and the Titans.
Tannehill. He's going deep for Brown.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. Nearly their first pick of the game, but it does bring up 4th down.
Well, that play was certainly a little bit different because on the previous play, he was sacked. This time, protection a lot better. Had time to survey the field and still couldn't find an open receiver.
Here's Brett Kern now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Rams are going offense here for the 1st and 10. Out come the Rams. They'll have it first here to begin the 3rd quarter. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. To throw is Stafford. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting it into tight windows. These are throws that he's made before. Didn't happen to get it completed in this case.
And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis.
40 yards on the ground for him so far.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They'll run it again with Henry. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a 1st down. And we were down on the field watching Henry warm up before the game. He's a big man. No wonder he breaks those tackles.
And you remember what I told you when we were watching? It's not all pads. I mean, you get him out of pads and just see him in a regular suit or an outfit, He is a huge human being and a lot faster than what people know. When he gets rolling, he's a lot to bring down.
A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. Gonna give this time to the tailback. And this carry terminated at the 8-yard line. Good stick skills showing the power, but just not much room to operate. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Playing against a 3-4 front is really challenging for offensive linemen because they can do so many different things. But when you're running the football, if you can handle the nose tackle up front, and then maybe a guard can slide up to the 2nd level and block a linebacker, that's when you have success running the football.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Boy, you will not see a quarterback of his caliber miss on one like that very often. I mean, there it is, wide open, got the shot, and he misfires.
We talk about, boy, he'll want that one back all the time. He definitely wants that one back. A field goal would get him the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down. And he's got it. And it's a Titans touchdown. Ryan Tannehill able to spot Julio Jones for the touchdown there. And the Titans are going to take the lead. Now Bullock to add the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it ends with a Tennessee score. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. Taken at the goal line. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. And the LA offense ready for this next possession. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
They'll try the jet sweep. Stafford pops it forward.
And he'll be brought down here at the 28.
Working with a 2nd and 3.
Now a handoff. Henderson. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
Another scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Again, it's Henderson. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. 4 yards on the pickup. Good enough to extend the drive.
I always appreciate runners who understand situations. That was just 3rd and inches. No reason to dance around in the backfield and try and break off a bigger play. Just go pick up the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Zero, like 7, double right.
On the handoff, Henderson. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
2nd and 6.
They'll try the air now with Stafford. It's caught by Jackson. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. Now Stafford. Man open, it's Cup. He's got it.
And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
Now a run with Henderson.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Now they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
From the 50, it's Stafford. Over the middle, that's hauled in by Cup.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 40.
3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Rams trailing, but they do have the football as we start the 4th and final quarter. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
On the draw, this is Henderson.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
They'll fake it. Now Stafford. He'll get this one to Cup, complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. That'll put him at 77 yards receiving for the ball game. It's a first down.
Like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Stafford. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Jackson. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Stafford now to throw. And that'll be incomplete.
We're going to give out a little applause on that play. It has to go to the defense. More good work by them. They've taken away the passing lanes all game long, and you can see the frustration that it's causing because he just about threw that one into the first row.
The Rams on third down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Again, it's Stafford. This is caught. Touchdown!
Robert Woods on the touchdown throw from Matthew Stafford. And the Rams are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. We are set up for a fantastic finish now. A 4th quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
Gay is on for the point after. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. So that one a 13-play drive in total. And it winds up with a touchdown for Los Angeles. Teams locked into a good one here. 21-all the score as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense now, they get set to head back out here.
Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back.
Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
2 things to watch. First is strength and being able to break out that initial contact. But at his size, once you slow his momentum, it's hard for him to get it started again and end up tackling him behind the line of scrimmage.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Now Tannehill. This is Jeff Swain, the tight end. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards.
I like what I'm seeing from them here. Tie game in the 4th quarter. They understand the situation. They don't need to be in any rush. Go ahead and huddle up and run your offense. That last completion put them in a nice position to take the lead in this game.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. A handoff, running left, Henry. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. From the 50, it's Tannehill. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 47. And they'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line.
Well, we say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the 4th quarter.
And Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back at Tennessee. Coach Mears used to say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
They'll run on first down. Henderson, and he gets this inside the 35-yard line. That's a gain of 13, first down Rams.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've run the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10.
32, like 22, like 21.
Now Henderson. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
Well, that was not what you would call straight line pursuit for a middle linebacker to make this play. He's got to work his way through the clutter to get to the ball carrier on the outside, and he does exactly that. That's called avoiding the trash.
Now they contend with a second and 12 after the loss. This is Henderson. And there is a flag, so a big second down pickup. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on second and inches. Stafford. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
Yeah, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, fourth quarter, maybe you do start to watch. Is the arm there, the leg's still there? This has been a tough game. And the question now, can they get closer on third down? A field goal from here, you're looking at right about a 52-yarder. From the gun to give to Henderson. And they will rally and stop him short of the first down. They get him to the ground at the 26. It's a gain of 8, and it's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. And they're looking at fourth down now in this tie ball game. And Gay knocks this one through. And they have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes.
Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
After the made field goal, Gay back out there to kick it off.
Johnson won't return this, and the football will come out to the 25.
So now Tannehill and the Titans down 24-21, just under 2 minutes to go. Now they need at minimum 3 points out of this as they come up first and 10.
Now Tannehill to Henry.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Not in a position where they absolutely have to rush right now, but they definitely have to pick up the tempo a bit.
Clock running, about to hit 90 seconds to go in the game.
Throwing Tannehill.
Throw left side to his tight end Swain. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Here's Tannehill.
Escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Turns out to be a great idea to tuck that one. Good for 24 yards.
How many times have we seen this late in the fourth quarter? Because you know the pass rush is getting after him, and they get upfield, get that great push, and what do they create? Space, and he takes off.
First down now, but that clock rolling.
Tannehill. And he wants Reynolds way downfield.
And this one is incomplete.
That's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Tannehill to throw.
That's complete to his tight end, Ferkser. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. An incompletion, now a short pickup. That's not going to do it.
Yeah, you got to get to the line of scrimmage quickly, get set up, and aim downfield.
Very much in range for a tying field goal as they hurry to the line. Now Tannehill. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Well, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Will put this one through, and that will tie this game here in the final minute of play. So in the final minute, they turn it over to their kicker to get him back to even, and he does not disappoint.
Brandon, do you think the pressure ever gets to this guy? Because I sure don't. That was pretty smooth right there. But I tell you, he better not rest on his laurels, because there's a good chance they may need him again if this game goes to overtime.
Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll start things out at the 25.
L.A. set to take over again on offense.
They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. A tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that. A carry by Henderson to start the drive.
And that's not going to help a whole lot. Maybe 4 yards on first down.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. Four quarters not enough. We're all even, and to overtime we go.
How much fun is this for everyone who's watching the game? How much fun is it for us to see this one get an extra period to get settled?
And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away.
And we will not see a return to start overtime. It'll come out to the 25-yard line. Tennessee offense set to go again.
They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
As we said, they control their own destiny now.
And he's going to be stacked up right at the line of scrimmage. Nothing there for him. Second down. It's rare that a man his size can at least push forward for a yard, but they stopped him there for nothing.
You're talking about tiny? You talking about the little guy back
Tiny.
there? That monster. Yeah, you're exactly right. And it takes a group effort to get a guy like that down and not let him find some space. The first guy in, he's got to take one for the team, right? Because he's just waiting there and holding on for everyone else to help him out.
An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a first down.
And remember, the Titans lost Jonnu Smith, their #1 tight end the last few years, when he signed with New England in free agency. So that might open up a few more looks for Ferkser. And he makes a smooth catch there.
And the busy night for Henry continues.
And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Second down and 7.
A shotgun snap for Tannehill.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. Third down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
What will they draw up to try to keep this opening drive of overtime moving? 3rd and 7. Tannehill. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
We always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that, because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
And this third down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long. Here's Tannehill. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down.
The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18. He did not have a catch till that moment. Pretty good time for his first one, though, here in OT.
I would agree with that, and just think about how they had to cycle through all the play sheets, right? Tried to find ways to get a lot of people the football. In this case, as you said, he hadn't had a catch all game. Now they find him in a key moment. Really well done.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. And he's got room past the 20. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. 101 yards rushing for him now as he is just trying to will his guys to an overtime victory.
This has been a good drive so far, and it's been a running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a 1st down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run with Henry. They'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3. They've had some success here in overtime of this opening drive running the football. Right back to that well.
And why not? When you have that kind of success, make them stop you. And until they do, keep going back to that well you just spoke about. I think there's more water there available to them.
It's 2nd and 7 from the 9. Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settling, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. Aaron Donald, his 2nd sack of the night. He was still looking through his progressions and going through his receiver options, and while he was doing that, the defense got to him quickly in the pocket.
And it was a great example of zone coverage, well executed, well coordinated. All the receivers were covered, and he couldn't evade the rush back in the pocket.
Bolnick's kick is good, and they have regained the lead. So they do get the short field goal here to get them the all-important overtime lead. But, Charles, you wonder if they'll wind up ruining the fact that they were able to get down into the red zone, yet not able to find the touchdown that would have won them the game.
Brandon, you're absolutely right. In overtime, when you get the ball first, the hope is your opponents never see the football. But now they're going to get a drive to try and win it, or at least keep the game alive with a field goal. And I'm getting a dictionary out to look up ruin.
So it's the Rams who are going to get the football first as we are back underway here in overtime. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Now the Rams offense getting the football back. A field goal would push it to sudden death. We just saw the field goal on the other end, but I don't think they are thinking field goal. At least not to start this drive. They're not thinking field goal.
Not at all, because your point is well taken. Yeah, kick the field goal, you push it to sudden death, but you're also kicking off and giving the other team the ball with a chance to kick a field goal and beat you. Get the touchdown, finish the game off. That has to be the mindset.
First throw in overtime for Stafford. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
2nd down, it's Henderson. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
They force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Double right, like 7. They give me radar. Alert!
Throwing on third down, Stafford. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Offense tried to get a little slick there and sneak the back out of the backfield and turn him into the primary deep receiver. But it was good coverage defensively, and they were able to break it up.
And here's your ball game, down 3 in overtime, but they're going for this thing on 4th down. They snap it to Stafford. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. No luck for the Rams as they fail here on 4th down. And the Titans, they've got the football back, and they've got it in great field position.
The Titans now just about ready to take over.
And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Well, I know at points in this when you wanted to close your eyes because of all the points that were being put on the scoreboard. You're a defensive guy, but it was a fun little track meet, wasn't it?
It was, and you know the people who really enjoyed this game? They're the ones that like going to batting practice at the Major League Baseball parks, right? Seeing the 14-11 game, that sort of deal. That's right up their alley with what we saw in this one.